Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, my friends, depending on from where you are watching me. This is your favorite channel, The Monk in Jeans, and I'm your friend Parikshit, or Jesse for simplicity. Back with you with my heavily accented Indian English to give you some excellent tips of how to live life happily, healthily, and with prosperity. Loneliness or being alone is a rising phenomenon for people who are crossing 40, 50 or 60. This is what we think. But being alone starts from the womb when all of us are in our mother's womb, swimming in the water, a bag full of water, completely dark, no connections, cannot hear anything, completely alone. So, the fear of loneliness is actually not there. It's created after we take our birth. The baby, the fetus, when it stays 9 months inside the mother, spiritually and energetically or through energy, it is connected to the mother. But it is not connected to the outside world. Whatever the mother experiences, the fetus or the baby inside the mother experiences the same. But he doesn't know anything about the outside world. So he is born alone. So where does the fear of being alone comes from? It comes from our living. When the baby is born, it is never left alone. Somebody is always taking care of the baby. If no human being is there, we even allow the pet dog to be next to the baby so that nothing happens. So the baby is being infected, injected, or inflicted with the thought that there must be someone always around me. This is the kind of fear that we grow up with as we slowly become an infant, a child, a teenager, a young man or woman, and then a matured person, middle-aged, and then old, whatever. We always feel that there must be someone around us, with us, on us, in us, on our left, on our right, otherwise I'm lonely. Being alone and being lonely, I'm sure you know, there are two stages, two things, completely separate two things. I can be alone. Look at this is my flat apartment where I stay in a beautiful country called Zambia in Africa. My family is in India. I come and go, and this is what I have been doing for past 20 years of moving from place to place for a living, mostly in Zambia. So I'm always like this. I'm alone, but I'm not lonely. Why? Because all around me, I have filled up this room with myself. I'm on the sofa, I'm at the door, I'm at the dining table, I'm on my left, I'm on my right. Everywhere is me, and me. You might call it selfish. No, I'm talking about my own energy that is around me. That's surrounding me. That's keeping me energetic and who are talking to me all the time. The concept of loneliness is like a black hole. The black hole in the sky, in the space. Or a pitless water well in which when you look down, you shiver. You become very frightened. So this fright or this fear of being left alone is always chasing us. It was not there as I said before, when we were inside our mother's womb, in a bag of water, we were alone there, but we were not lonely. As soon as we came out, the society, the system, and everyone around us informed us, taught us, trained us that you must be with somebody. Otherwise, you are lonely, you are helpless. But me, I am as of now, with myself all around me. I'm not lonely, I'm not helpless. I'm not depending on the outside world for the courage that I need to generate, you can say, income or activity or creativity, whatever I'm generating. I'm not depending on the outside forces. I'm depending on myself because I am surrounded by my own selves. Can you do that? You have to do it. Basically, each one of us is alone. We come alone, we go out of this world alone. But as we grow up and as we go into the fear of being lonely, we run out to find somebody or something or some activity. A man, we want to find a man, or a woman, we want to find a job, we want to establish a club, we want to do a business, we want to get married, we want to produce children, we want to build a house and a home. Everything we do so that we are not left alone. So when I run out to do something, I'm a frightened man. And then I find somebody, a woman, who had also come out running, looking for something. So both of us, frightened chickens, we meet each other and we fall in love. We don't fall in love. We find security. We find something to grab to avoid our loneliness. So can you imagine? Two persons, both frightened, both in the fear of being lonely, running out of their home to find each other. How that relationship can go, you can imagine. And that is why all these discordant notes, all these, out of tune music in the family, especially between the husband and the wives. The music never matches. It does to some extent in case of some couples. Who are those couples? Those who did not run out to find somebody in the fear of being lonely. Those came out in love. They are in love with themselves. Because they are in love with themselves, they love the world. So, the vital clue, the vital point here is be in love with yourself first. When you do not want to be lonely, you can be alone. But if you do not want to be lonely, then be in love with your own self. Like I said, surround yourself with your own selves. Surround yourselves with your own beings, your own spirit. You will see you are far more successful than anyone else because you are depending on yourself, on whom you have got the full control. You do not have control on me. You do not have control on me, or I do not have control on you, but I have control on myself. You have control over yourself. So you can tweak your desires, you can channelize your wishes, you can really know and control your own self to achieve your dreams. So this is also the rule or the formula of becoming successful. Now, how to fall in love with yourself? There are several techniques. One of them is a mirror technique, which I don't know if I have talked about in this channel. In my other channels I did, I remember. I'll check. If I haven't, I'll give you a mirror technique. But the basic technique is close your eyes. Close your eyes and look inside yourself. Take 1, 2, or 3 deep breaths. You will see whatever little bit of fear that you had before you started breathing deep, they will be now not there, or much less. Now close your eyes, try not to listen, try not to smell, try not to feel anything. There will be a lot of thoughts which will come inside. They'll pass by. They'll come in flying like a bird, but they'll fly out like a bird. Don't bother about negative thoughts coming in my mind, positive thoughts coming in my mind. Don't bother about anything. Let all the thoughts come and they will go. Don't say that when I close my eyes, all the negative thoughts are coming. Let them come. They'll go away. You will have to get used to it. You will have to practice it. So take a few deep breaths. Close your eyes. Sit still. Quiet. Like Buddha, Mahavir. Those were saints. So keep still. Just sit. Watch the thoughts coming and going. Don't think about them. Don't feel, that is a bad thought, that is a good thought. Whatever comes, watch them go, and then just watch how you are breathing. Try to watch your breath coming in and going out. This is a meditation to know yourself. This is a meditation to go into the world that is inside you, which is huge, much larger than you can even imagine. It's a very, very big world, fabulous, very powerful, very pure, and maybe you'll see the light which is residing inside you. And if you have done it, you have attained it, you have connected to your source. And once you are connected to your source, who can do anything to you? You are the master of your own life. This is a way to connect to your source. How? By knowing yourself. How? By loving yourself. How? By recognizing that you are the one, or I am that I am. Moses, when he went to the Mount Sinai and he saw a bright light and he was talking to that bright light which was God, Moses asked him that, what do I call you? There was an answer. It said, I am that I am. Meaning, you are what you are. There is no other truth. You are what you are, and you are a part of Him. So, recognize that Him inside you. That is, recognize the you inside you. You will never feel lonely again. You can be alone. But alone hardly matters. Alone, everybody is alone. So, today, this is the topic that I wanted to talk to you about. I don't know how you liked it. Please write down below and let me know that whether you like this kind of spiritual talk or do you like techniques to improve your life. There are hundreds and thousands of techniques to reprogram your mind, your subconscious mind, and consequently your life. And there are also things of spiritual importance like the one that I have talked about today, which will actually give you more strength than any other thing. So, stay well, be blessed, we'll meet again and go and get it.